zombies. And I'm not talking about the zombies that you see in Walking Dead, because those make me scared. That's actually one of my biggest fears is zombies, because something about how they look and how infections work, I hate it. We're talking about how sin tells us to operate. And ultimately, we become a slave to that sin. And it dictates how we run our life. All right, so we have Mark chapter 5, verse 4, which is essentially this part of the Bible that I'm on is talking about this man who is shackled by his sin. He's chained up. He isn't able to get free by anything that he tries. And he's tormented every day by the sin that he has. And when he sees Jesus, he runs to him. He pleads for, like, please do something about this. And Jesus is like, come out of that man, you unclean spirit. Mark chapter 5, verse 8. Jesus is the ultimate healer. He's the physician. It's not going to be that song that you click on. It's not going to be that lift in the gym. It's not going to be that medication. Those things can accommodate you through the process. But if you're solely reliant upon your playlist or solely reliant upon hitting the gym when you're struggling with something, you're never going to get the fix. You're never going to get the healing that you actually need, because sin can still creep in the second you're done with all that. So yeah, those things can accommodate you, but if that's your healer, if that's the place that you rely on as your, people may not agree with this as extreme as it sounds, but if that's your God, so to say, you're not going to receive healing. And so this guy was trying all the wrong things. He was stuck in his sinful patterns, and that looks different throughout the whole Bible, and it all leads to the same struggle. Because you had prostitutes in the Bible, you had murderers in the Bible, you had people who disobeyed in the Bible all the time. What'd they do? When they found Jesus, when they found God, their life transformed and it turned around. And that's what we need, and that's what all people need. No one is too far gone. I know society likes to do this thing called cancel culture, where somebody messed up so bad, there is no freedom in their life to be had. There's no redemption for them, because what they did was so disgusting and so utterly despicable to anybody else around them that they just deserve to sit in their filth and not have any sort of healing or any sort of forgiveness from anybody. That's what cancel culture is. Right? Bro, as a Christian, you're gonna get canceled too. People are gonna cancel you because your views are so just, is it juxtaposed? I don't know if that's the right word. I don't want to use it if it's wrong, but our views are going to differ from the ways of the world, and you're going to get judged. I made a video on saving your virginity, and right before that, I made one about lust. I was getting DMs and comments about, oh my gosh, thank you for spreading this message. The minute I put out a video saying to save your virginity, because this society is so equipped to selling our body and leaving our virginity and using that as a means to say, oh my gosh, you did great, phenomenal. You lost your V card yet? You're 15 years old? No, you should lose it when you're 16. They start celebrating it, and it's disgusting. It's actually disgusting. And when I posted that video, I had people saying, you're yapping. I had people saying, you're wrong. Basically, your view of this is wrong. And you just make me hate Christians more. And I'm like, okay. But the thing about Jesus is that he has healing for all people, regardless of their sin. I know this society is equipped to cancel culture. We're equipped to lust. But Jesus has healing for all people, despite our differences, despite what we go through. He has healing that goes and transcends and pierces through the hearts of people who are so far lost and so far gone from what the real truth is. He has healing for all those people. So as we look to our agnostic or atheist siblings, or maybe even brothers and sisters in Christ who are just, they were once on the right path but aren't anymore, we shouldn't count them out. We shouldn't go gossip to our friends about that person, about how far gone they are. What we should first do is pray for them. When was the last time you prayed for your enemy? When was the last time you prayed for somebody who had such a big disagreement with you that you guys split up? When was the last time you prayed for that person? And when was the last time you prayed for the person who you heard was going through struggles? The struggle doesn't have to look like mourning somebody or somebody that they lost in their life. Sometimes the struggle is like, wow, I'm seeing that Sarah is drinking more than she usually has been. Instead of going and gossiping with my friends about that, let me go and pray for her. When was the last time we did that? Okay, and so there's healing for all people. People shouldn't be counted out for the sins that they struggle with, because there's redemption for all. There really is. And so the ultimate message here is you don't have to be a slave to your sin, because sin is a choice. Because it's possible. A lot of us, we don't think it's possible to escape our sin. We can be so just we can feel like we're just out in the deep sea and there's no boat to come pick us up, because our sin is just, it's like we got weights on our ankles that are just pulling us down into the water, and there's no way out. That's what we feel like. There's no way out of this, and we tell ourselves that. But there is an ultimate redeemer. There is someone out there who does forgive, and his name is Jesus Christ, my friend. He will forgive you for whatever you're struggling with. There's nothing that makes you too far gone to go and read about him. There's nothing that makes you too far gone to pursue that relationship with him. Even though your friends will disagree with you or tell you, no, you should live the way we're living, there's always redemption. Redemption that transcends our understanding. I feel unworthy all the time. I feel unworthy to get on here and speak to you, because I know what I did yesterday. I know how I wronged somebody else. I know how I wronged God, and I didn't fulfill the promises that he asked me to fulfill. And so I struggle with sin every single day. But the devil, all he wants to do is be the master of lies in your life. He wants to lie in your head, tell you that you're incapable, you shouldn't be allowed, and that you are the furthest thing from what a preacher should be, or someone that is simply just spreading their testimony. That's what he wants you to think. He wants you to think that you have no way of doing any of that because you're unequipped, and you're just simply not allowed because of your failures and your mistakes. But Jesus, he looks at you and he's like, come be with me. I love you. I want you in the kingdom. I want you with me. His love is just so beyond our failures. And he'll leave these brothers and sisters that we count out. We can have like a brother or sister who's like an atheist, who's struggling with their identity and finds it in transgenderism. Or we have our brothers and sisters out there who are alcoholics. What we should do is not judge them, but pray for them, because Jesus left the 99 to go get that one sheep. He valued that one sheep as much as he did the 99. And so that relays into what I'm talking about with there's no such thing as being too far gone. There's no such thing as being so far out that Jesus can't throw you the life rope. No, because they're saving for all people. These are people at the end of the day. We're made of the flesh. We're made of the sin. Jesus has healing for you, though. All right. So let's stop being a zombie to our habits. Stop being a slave to our sin. And let's just pray for our brothers and sisters and accept what Jesus has to offer us and turn away our own ways. Hope that blessed you all today. Love you guys. See ya.
Yeah, I can't see me growing. Yeah, his love, do I know it? Yeah, I'm on that 25-8, running in circles, but straight as the